Hello my dear students, today we are going to study the poem The Schoolboy by William Blake. I am Dr. Archana Pandit. The Schoolboy is a poem by William Blake published in 1789 and it was published in his collection entitled Songs of Experience. These poems were later added with Songs of Innocence to create the entire collection entitled Songs of Innocence and of Experience, showing the two contrary states of the human soul. So, the poem was published in 1789 in his collection of poetry, Songs of Experience. It is a poem written in the pastoral tradition and it focuses on the other side of formal learning. It considers how going to a school on a summer day drives all joy away. The boy in this poem is more interested in escaping his classroom than he is with anything. His teacher is trying to teach him. And in the poem, he is compared to a bird in a cage. The cage represents the formal classroom, and the poet is of the opinion that the formal classroom is a cage in which the boy is being captured, he is being kept over there against his wish. The boy, the childhood, is the age of freedom. It is the age of freedom to enjoy in the company of nature, and instead the children, they are trapped inside the schoolrooms and made to be obedient is the opinion of the poet William Blake. Let us read the poem. I love to rise in a summer morning. I love to rise in a summer morning when the birds sing on every tree. The distant huntsman winds his horn and the skylark sings with me. Oh, what sweet company! The poem is written in the autobiographical manner. The schoolboy is telling about himself, how he is happy when he rises in the summer morning, on a summer morning, when the birds are chirping on the trees and the huntsmen are winding their horns. The bird skylark is singing and floating in the sky, and he enjoys this sweet company of nature. He wants to be in the company of these birds, animals. He wants to enjoy this rural pastoral life. Second stanza. But to go to school in a summer morn, oh, it drives all joy away. Under a cruel eye outworn, the little ones spend the day in sighing and dismay. And when the time comes on this morning, summer morning, to go to school, when there is a school time, the boy thinks all the joy is gone. There is no joy at all in the life. Because throughout the day, afterwards, he will be under the observation of the cruel eye. Here, cruel eye outworn represents the teachers. He will be under the teacher's control. There will be no freedom at all to enjoy for him. He will be observed, he will be given orders, he will be given punishments by the teacher, and he would have to obey the teacher. He would have to listen to teacher, what teacher says, and do accordingly. He won't have any freedom to enjoy in the company of nature. And therefore he thinks the little children, they spend the whole day in the school sighing, crying, and in dismay, that is unhappiness. Third stanza. Then at times I dropping drooping sit and spend many an anxious hour, nor in my book can I take delight, nor sit in learning bar, worn through with dreary shore. And therefore I sit in the classroom drooping shoulder means I am not happy at all sitting in the classroom. I am not enjoying the class or whatever the teacher is teaching, and I am always waiting when this school time will be over. Spend many an anxious hour means I am waiting when the school will be over and I will again go run away in the company of nature, enjoy in the company of birds and animals. These books, they are not delightful, they don't give me any kind of happiness, nor sitting in learning bower. When I sit in this learning institution, I am not at all happy. I am not at all happy in this class, in this school. Worn through with dreary shower. I think I am worn out. I am very much tired because the environment over here is not at all uh, enthusiastic, or not at all we can enjoy anything in these schools. So it is called as dreary, very dry kind of a thing. How can the bird that is born for joy? The next stanza. How can the bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? How can a child, when fears annoy, but droops his tender wing and forget his youthful spring? In this stanza, he compares the children, the schoolboy compares himself with a bird uh, who is kept in the cage and the cage is locked. So how do you expect, how the society expects that the children who are in the classroom, who are being taught by the teacher, and they expect them to be happy, they expect them to sing happy songs? It is not at all possible, because the schoolboy thinks as if he is put in a jail, he is put in a prison and he is locked and he is ordered to enjoy. It is not at all possible to enjoy when you are not enjoying the freedom. On the contrary, he says the children, they are afraid, they are annoyed, they are angry, but droop his tender wing, and the result of all this situation is that his tender wings, the tender minds of these children, they droop, they drop down. The new ideas never come to the mind of the children, because they are being always instructed, ordered, controlled by the teacher, and forget his youthful spring. And actually the children, they are very energetic and enthusiastic, but whenever they are controlled and punished in the classrooms by the teacher, all this enthusiasm is gone, it is vanished. O father and mother, if birds are nipped and blossoms blown away, and if the tender plants are stripped of their joy in the springing day, by sorrow and care's dismay. In the penultimate stanza, that is the second last stanza, he is appealing to the parents. He is calling them, O father and mother, how can one pluck up the birds? It is very shameful that these young children who are compared with the birds, okay, they are being plucked when they are very young, when they are very small, they are not allowed to bloom at all. If the blossom is blown away, means if the childhood is gone, blossom here we can say, when the childhood is gone, how they will enjoy that childhood once again? It is not possible to enjoy the childhood repeatedly. So let them enjoy their childhood when they are children. When they are children, what you are doing? You are sending them to school, you are trying them to give punishments, you are trying them to give orders, you are trying them, making them more obedient. You want to be you want to create more gentlemen, gentlewomen from the schools. And if in this tender age the plants are stripped, if in this tender age, young age, childhood, if during this childhood, if children, they are not allowed to bloom, They are buds, and if they are not allowed to bloom as they want naturally, so and if the spring season is gone, if the childhood is gone, uh, their joy will be lost forever. They will always be full of sorrow if they are not allowed to enjoy their childhood, if they are not allowed to bloom, if the buds are not allowed to bloom or blossom. And they will be always dismayed, that is, they will always be depressed, they will be in a sad mood. How shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer fruits appear? Or how shall we, this is the last stanza. How shall the summer arise in joy, or the summer fruits appear? Or how shall we gather what griefs destroy? Or bless the mellowing year when the blast of winter appear? How shall the summer arise in joy? Here, summer represents the early childhood, so it is full of joy. Or the summer fruits appear. It is summer season is also the season which follows spring, or it is the spring season, we can say, and therefore the fruits become ripe. Similarly, you must allow, that schoolboy is appealing to parents, is appealing to society, to the teachers, that you must allow the flowers to bloom, the fruits to ripen, to enjoy their sweetness. Or how shall we gather what griefs destroy? Otherwise, their whole life they will be full of sorrow. Or bless the mellowing year when the blast of winter appear. And how the winter here represents the old age. uh, all seasons, they are compared with the stages in the life of a human being. So if the budding years, if the childhood years, if they are not fruitful, if they don't enjoy their childhood days, their old days, their old age will also be full of sorrow. So here William Blake is appealing through the mouth of this young schoolboy. Let the children enjoy their childhood. Let their tender age should be cared by the parents, and they should not spend many hours in the formal classroom where they are in a sad mood. They don't want to learn, they don't want to read books. Let them enjoy in the company of nature. This is the simple message given in this poem. Blacks references the season, describing how an autumn harvest of fruit sustains life through harsh winter. In this way, he is illustrating how a happy childhood spent learning from the natural world will reap the benefits of a wise and fruitful old age. Sending children to school interferes with this natural cycle and results in a lifetime of unhappiness with no chance of cultivating wisdom.